What's up, family? It's your ghetto news reporter, MARY-L33, MARY-L33. No face recognition for this video due to the fact that, in the end, everything gonna be black, right? They said in the beginning it was black, and then it was light. You understand what I'm saying? Then there was light. I guess I want people to recognize where they came from. A lot of people came back from the dead. A lot of people didn't die. A lot of people tapped out. A lot of people are still playing games with real people's lives and things of that nature, and taking my story, for a joke, my child abuse story, and laughing all the way to the bank with it. K Reno had this song called The World. You understand what I'm saying? And Malcolm X said, he put like a little portion of Malcolm X speaking in the song, the K Reno song, The World. And, Malcolm X was kind of like preaching or whatever, talking about, just tell the truth, they can, do this and this, but they can't put you in jail for telling the truth. And then Malcolm X laughed after he said that. That's exactly what happened to me, MARY-L33, MARY-L33, your ghetto news reporter. They put me in jail for telling the truth. When I really think about things and stuff, it was a black guy that kind of, I guess, pointed out, who I am and stuff when it came to, my ex so-called girlfriend, Donna Marie Evans, a.k.a., Cookie, the Italian stallion, the banker, the famous prostitute, the drug addict, the probably gangbanger, probably the drug dealer, you understand what I'm saying, the real estate agent. The girl with so many things is ridiculous and stuff, but I could tell she had gone through a whole lot of stuff. And like they say, misery loves company. And, back in the, like 80s, late 80s, you understand what I'm saying? That pimp mentality was running rampant through my city, Chicago. And, Cookie looked like she had gone through some things, and she needed to come up or whatever. And I was young, vibrant, and a go-getter. And, that's who they use. They use the ones that are impressionable, but more so than anything, a native to the land, and that's worth something. And not only that, usually if people violate you as a child, they'll come back and, finish off the job or whatever and stuff, and 9 times out of 10, you're not going to remember. They may have been the babysitter or the daycare person. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's still things that I don't know about myself, but somebody do out there. And, it's unfortunate that, I'm studying running into this older guy, on the bus or on the streets or whatever. And he's a tyrant, you understand what I'm saying? Because they pay people to do things to annoy me on a regular and stuff. And this one skinny black guy, I was, I guess they knew I was finna go to the, to the grocery store or whatever. And I had my little shopping cart or whatever, because they want me to struggle. That's what it is, carry things. But I'm too cool and stuff. I get one of them little shopping carts or whatever. Here come the old man acting like he running, towards the bus. See, they time everything, and these old farts, they know the game like the back of their hand, because that's what they do. So he's running, and he started tripping over my cart. So I just kind of made sure, my cart was blocking him and me, because I didn't want him trying to bulldoze over me. You understand what I'm saying? Then he fell on the ground, and somebody came and picked him up. But it was all a, hustle, a stage, because like I said, he was running. And this same guy has started stuff with me before on the bus, and an incident took place on Mary J. Blige's birthday this year. Which is I think her birthday is January the 11th, something like that. January the 11th, I think it is. And the guy attacked me and stuff, and the guy was right there. So this same guy keep popping up, and I remember Tupac making reference to things of that nature. The same girl in the same video, or whoever in the same video. Every other video, you see the same hoe. Yeah, so that's how it is with these guys. I call them hoes because they got a street called Hoe Man, on the west side, because the guys do whatever the girls do. Now the guys are selling, Girl Scout cookies, or I should say the little boys. You understand what I'm saying? Because once they figured out that us ladies were worth a lot, they wanted to be like us, and that's why you got a lot of transgender, metrosexual, prima donna, guys out there, just, that pimp mentality or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? They can't get past their childhood and things of that nature. So you got a lot of, grown ass men, and this guy, he about, man, got to be at least almost 75 or 80 or whatever, still on some whole shit. You understand what I'm saying? But they pay them for that. Now, Malcolm X, I made this video back in the day. Are your leaders real? You understand what I'm saying? Or fake? And at one time, I kind of felt like, Malcolm X was a stand-up guy and stuff, but what I realize now that Willie Lynch shit is real. You understand what I'm saying? And, he was a victim to a certain degree, but then, you got people, they play like they, doing the right thing just to capture your, you understand what I'm saying, your attention, and for you to believe in them or whatever and stuff. Because you got to remember, Malcolm, he was a thief for real. He was housing people's shit with white girls and things of that nature, and then he went to jail and found the Nation of Islam, and they claimed that he didn't want none of the money or whatever and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And I find that hard to believe because down the street from not too far where I'm at, on 100 and Cottage Grove in Chicago, there's a Martin Luther King big mural, of his face, and then there's Malcolm X up under the bridge, also, and he's, it's a little girl reading to him. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know, my story for real as a little girl, but somebody definitely did. But I do know I'm the originator of rap. I do know that, and I'm a good writer, and I know they probably wasn't gonna put my face, you understand what I'm saying, with him, because that would be a dead giveaway. You understand what I'm saying? But I believe he peeped game, and that's what guys do. They try to pimp the girl's mind and use them up, and and I believe a lot of that happened with me, because I remember my ex-girlfriend, Donna Marie Evans. You understand what I'm saying? She bought me some diamond, earrings and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? She was always trying to, buy my love or something. I really wasn't interested in that. You understand what I'm saying? But she was definitely trying to turn me into like a man and stuff. And, I'm a lady all day, regardless of what I wear and stuff. But she was always trying to pressure me to do drugs and sleep with this person and, just turn me out, because she knew how much I was worth, and she wanted to devalue me. And of course, the men probably wanted to take advantage of me like they had taken advantage of her. Because like I said, by the time I met her, she had, you could tell she had been going through some things, and I was fresh, and she just kind of wanted that same thing to happen to me, I believe, because like I said, misery loves company. So she had bought me some diamond earrings one time or whatever and stuff, and I was out there selling general merchandise on 87th Street. And, you know, somehow or another, the next day, the very next day, you understand what I'm saying? The police harassed me, and the diamond earrings came out my ear, and they tried to put a charge of assault against the police on me. But this was around the time Malcolm X movie was coming out or whatever and stuff, or had been out. I know I had bought his book or whatever and stuff, and I was reading it, and when I went to court, I had that book. I don't know what made me, you understand, take that book to court, but, you know, they threw out the case. You understand what I'm saying? And because I don't believe Malcolm X died. I just don't, you know. You know, in the end, you know, I believe he tapped out. He had, you know, did what he was supposed to do or whatever, and they just kept passing the buck. You understand what I'm saying? You take over 10 years, and then, you know, Farrakhan, he took over whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And it's all a game of blood sport. You understand what I'm saying? They have a workout place called Export in my town. You understand? City or whatever, but it's up north or whatever, and, you know, Lincoln Park, or not Lincoln Park, but where Lincolnwood Mall is at or whatever. I seen one over there. You understand what I'm saying? Skokie. You understand what I'm saying? Them the people that railroaded me. You know, so I figured, you know, when Tupac said, you know, we got to be more like Malcolm Little, because he realized, I guess, you know, that somebody didn't die. And that's why he named his album, you know, Machiavelli. You understand what I'm saying? Because what you start catching on, you start, you know, you want the pressure off of you, and then you just do what you got to do or whatever and stuff. And then if people catch on, then they do what they got to do or whatever. But they all put the blame on me for some reason or nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Wanted to kill me. And that's why, you know, Farad Muhammad, the one that supposed to have introduced Elijah Muhammad, you know, to whatever scheme of things it was and stuff, his name ain't on the marquee for the Nation of Islam, and Malcolm X's name ain't on there, and, you know, Farrakhan's name ain't on there, and Elijah Muhammad's name ain't on there, but my name is on there. So they sacrificing the girls and stuff to save their ass and stuff. Imagine that, a grown-ass man sacrificing their daughters and things of that nature or whatever. You understand? That's some coward-ass shit. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. I've been catching hell for forever, and didn't even realize why. I'm wondering why all this trouble is following me, because it's that incest and that, you know, child molestation and the, you know, understand what I'm saying, pedophilia and all that bullshit. But more so than anything, you know, back in the day, I would have said that, you know, people was just trying to survive, but we have passed that stage. We have survived, and people, we have generated because of me and not knowing, you know, and my higher power, you know, looking out for me. We have succumbed more than anticipated, and I'm in a fucking shitty ass fucking room when I know damn well them old ass motherfuckers are still alive, stirring up shit just like that guy that was, you know, running down, acting like he was trying to catch the bus, like I had did so much, and he failed and shit. What you thought I was going to let you run me down? Of course, I'm going to put my bag out there so you can fucking goddamn run down the bag and not me and shit. Because the same man keep popping up for a reason and stuff. They paying people to, you know, kill off real motherfuckers so they can survive because they don't want the truth out. And that's my take on, you know, Malcolm X bullshit and ass and shit. I don't believe he's dead. And if he is, you understand what I'm saying? You know, maybe his ex-white girlfriends is trying to keep something going on or whatever. Or Betty Shabazz, who knows? You understand what I'm saying? Because one thing I do know, they said that, you know, the grandson started a fire, and Betty Shabazz supposed to have died, but it was me that started a fire with my foster mother, you know, understand what I'm saying, Betty Jean Redmond. I was smoking back in the day, and I heard her coming, and I threw the cigarette under my foster brother's bed, and it caught on fire. So, you know, life imitate art, and art imitate life, and Malcolm X ain't nothing but a fraud. Peace.